Okay, this video I have for you guys today is how to teach how to help your son or daughter to learn how to catch, from a very young age, or even if they're a little bit older, you can use some of these techniques depending on what works for you. And there's some things to consider as well. You always want to think about the future and how that whatever technique you're using could affect your child's performance at a higher level with the different needs that he will have, the different requirements he'll have to have on the field for catching balls in different ways. So anyway, what I want to talk about here is something. So we have a glove here. I'm going to actually take that out of the way. And I'm going to put this ball in here and take this baseball out of the way. Okay, so this here it looks like a tennis ball, right? This ball actually is harder than a tennis ball, and it's fuzzier than a tennis ball. And what this ball is for some paddles that I don't have right now. I have to go search for them, but these are the Velcro paddles that you may have seen. You can get them at toy stores. You can probably get them at Target, maybe at Walmart and other department stores like that. And basically what you want to start with is, start with the tennis ball and just have them learn to feel the ball in their hands. You're going to go one step at a time here in the process, in the evolution of them learning how to catch. So you want them to catch with both hands. Sometimes we don't know if they're going to be left-handers or right-handers. And we don't want to force them to be one way or the other. There are kids that are ambidextrous, of course. There are kids that do some things with their right side and some things with their left side. So we just want to have them, play with the ball in their hands. They can even play different things that have nothing to do with baseball and just learn to handle a ball of this size in their hand. When the ball's in their glove, they're going to be handling it by squeezing it like this, okay? And have them use all their fingers, You want to keep it basic. You want to provide too much instruction to confuse them, but you kind of just want to throw the ball to them back and forth and have them catching it in their hand and using their fingers in different ways. And with that Velcro, they're going to learn the hand-eye coordination of taking their hand or this paddle with the Velcro that works with this, okay, with this ball here, taking that paddle to the ball and have them even try switching, both hands and seeing where they're more dominant, and seeing, have them also throw the ball back and forth with the paddle. Now that usually comes with a certain age. So they're going to have to be to a certain point in their development or a certain point in their age before those paddles are actually going to work, and they're not going to get frustrated and want to put it down. So everything in sequence, everything in progression, everything at an age recommended level. So check out those paddles, look at the recommended age, and then go with that. Now it's the same thing with a lot of toys. You will have an age recommendation or age range. It'll say 3 and up, 4 and up. 3 to 4 age group and stuff like that. So you have to look at that. I took classes in college for this, so this is what it's helping me explain it. I hope I'm explaining it right. So after they get to a certain point, you may want to introduce them to a plastic glove. There's a lot of misconceptions out there about gloves, and I'll talk about that in just one second. So this is a Little League glove for the right size kid, and basically what I want you to think about with leather or other gloves that are out there that are either leather in the palm and plastic in the back, or there's mesh in the back, plastic in the middle, whatever, different configurations that are out there in design. So the misconceptions that are out there have to do with leather being the best glove out there. And some coaches are like, oh, they shouldn't be using plastic gloves. Well, I've had kids at a young age that learned how to catch because of the plastic glove because they were able to close it. And that's the main thing. As adults, we think about leather as being the proper, especially if we were ball players. If we played baseball in high school or beyond that, a lot of us are going to say, oh, kids shouldn't have anything but a leather glove. But leather gloves may take a while to break down. to break in, not break down, but break in, and it might be very difficult for a kid to catch a ball with a leather glove. Now you can pound that thing and everything, but many times you go out and if you buy a leather glove, you don't know if the kid's going to feel comfortable in it, and you're spending, for little kids' gloves, it can be anywhere from like $19, $25, $30, or maybe even more. I've seen them priced even higher. So that could be wasted money. So starting with a plastic glove at a certain age, try to get them to close it, underhand it to them. But you want it to get to a certain level. Ground balls may or may not be the best thing to start them on. There is a certain method that I use. I charge for that method because it's a trade secret, I guess you could say, in teaching kids how to catch the ball very quickly. There's other things, information I can give you that'll help you. You can probably come up with it on your own if you really think about it. Those are my suggestions. That's my advice. Those are my tips. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, send me your questions, and we will see you next time with another video.